All right, got another episode of media reviews for you today. Today we're going to be reviewing Middle Earth Has Returned. That's not the official name of it, though. Lord of the Rings, Rings of Power on Amazon Prime. That's the name of it, but it has this feel to it. Now, I know there's going to be a lot of people that are going to disagree with what I'm saying, what I'm going over, and everything, but everybody has their opinions. I'm allowed to have mine too. I absolutely love the show. I'm having a blast with this. 2 episodes in, they released the first 2 episodes on there. And I'm thinking about, since I'm doing this as a weekly segment anyway, with some media reviews, to go ahead and make sure that I include each week's episode in there. So it's going to have some spoilers. I want to go ahead and put that up there right now. Spoiler alert, spoiler alert, spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. You've been forewarned. All right, so Lord of the Rings, Rings of Power. So this is actually set in time before Lord of the Rings, Two Towers, Return of the King, before The Hobbit. Oh yeah, it's getting back there. So what makes this worthy of watching? Because the movies were so epic and all. Well, for one thing, it was already rumored that they had spent more on the budget for this show series than they did on the 3 movies combined. They're not lying. They spared no expense on this. I went into watching this fearing the absolute worst, thinking I am so built up and ready to watch this, and I don't want to get let down on this. And I haven't been let down yet. It's basically going over since the events of whenever Sauron had the War of Middle Earth and lost his ring. And then what happens afterwards? We get the Rings of Power were given to all the different factions that are out there. And because I'm old, I'm getting reminders beeping through here, so that's what you heard. That being said, there are different races that are in this one, of course, just like there were in the others as well, which is amazing because they're able to go ahead and expand the storyline in here. Is it too much? No. Game of Thrones did it. One of their seasons actually got quite a bit because it was, I believe, like 10 or 11 different stories following different characters out there, and it was very hard to connect and piece together. At the end, of course, it tied it all together, but in the meantime, it was very chaotic trying to keep up with it. This doesn't seem like it's a lot of chaos in this one. For one thing, cinematics. Oh my God, amazing. Absolutely epic upon epic. They did not lose it on this one. So giving them props on that one. Dialogue seems like it's right there where it needs to be for the time being. Elves, humans, dwarves. We got a first look at some goblins. Cave troll was in there because you got to have trolls everywhere, except for on this broadcast. But it's a lot of fun, a lot of things going on, a lot of moving pieces. But so was Lord of the Rings, so was Return of the King, so was Two Towers, so was The Hobbit, so was the whole thing. So moving into this, you've got a storyline about an elf who she went against orders to go ahead and go after Sauron. There's more to the backstory on that. I want to give some spoilers, but not all of them. So there's definitely some things going on in there that give her the motivation to go after him so much. Now, you may or may not remember the name Galadriel, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. If not, you can correct me if you want to, but there are a lot of names that I'm not going to be able to pronounce very well at all. She was actually in Two Towers and Return of the King. She is the outcast elf queen. So keep that in mind, kind of thinking about that. This is her story on how she became an outcast and what happened and how it came about and how she gained the power that she did, shall we say. We haven't gotten to the point of how she got the power, but we're getting to the point of the outcast scenario. Okay, good. For the humans, there's some things going on. You can see that there is a definite dislike between humans and elves. Not sure exactly what happened with that, but you're kind of getting the foreshadowing building up to it, which is great. You got dwarves. Oh, they're just as much fun as they have been in the movies. Very keep to themselves. This is the time frame whenever Doran actually finds the gem that he wants to keep to himself and keep his people and his power growing and that kind of thing. And it makes it where he's more of a hoarder at that point. So this is just the beginning phase of that happening, is what you're seeing here. And of course, there's other pieces to it as well, but it shows the bounce between elves and dwarves a little bit. Even though going into it, you're thinking this is the time frame whenever they were the best of friends. There's a little twist to that, a good one. So you definitely want to watch out for that. But the way that they set it up, the way that it's moving forward, the way that it leaves it hanging off of each episode, just to make it more of a, well, in terms of comic books, a page turner, you really want to keep focused on it and keep going with it. So I am definitely going to be doing that, and we'll be doing reviews on that weekly as it comes out. So that is Lord of the Rings, Rings of Power, episode 1 and 2 on Amazon Prime. You do not want to miss that. You definitely want to check into it, see if it's within your realm of what you're going to like, and then stick with it from there. But other than that, we'll go ahead and shut it down for now. But please leave your comments. If you've got questions, if you got anything on there, please put it on the video. Let me know. If you want to reach out and talk about it, we can, because at least I'll know, don't have to worry about spoilers on there as much. I mean, I'm giving away some of them, yes, but not the main ones. And we can discuss more. So until next time, I'm going to go ahead and ask you. I'm going to steal one from Capital One on this one. I think I'm going to start using this one. And if they want to go ahead and pinch me on this one, they can. I mean, I'm a little guy out here, so they're not going to get anything because there's nothing in my wallet. But I'm going to ask you, moving out from these media reviews, what's in your watch list? Catch you next time.